You're successful, you're self-aware, maybe you're even in therapy, but dating is the one area of your life that still humiliates you. Relationships, intimate relationships, you just don't understand why they never work out. You're maybe in talking stages all the time, but you can never get into a committed relationship. In this video, I'm going to tell you why the strategy that you're using is not working, why you're having such a hard time attracting the right kind of man, and why you're actually attracting the wrong kind of man every single time. An emotionally unavailable man who just wants you for fun, for your body, or just for a good time. What's up? My name is Aaron, and I help women become the best versions of themselves by helping you unlock the kind of person that you know you can be. And the cool thing is, in this process, you start to attract better kinds of men. Because as men, you might think we don't really know how a woman feels deep down. You might think that we just look at a woman and we just judge her based off of what she looks like. But actually, myself and a lot of other guys who date intentionally and who want to find a partner by design and not just by accident, we look for a woman that feels good, not only looks good. And the way you feel good is by doing a full, complete transformation on the inside, not just on the outside. This is actually going to be a part of a 5-part series where I'm going to break down how you can become a high value woman. So the series is going to be called Becoming High Value, and you're welcome because this is going to change your life. So you might be a woman who is single. Maybe you've been single for a while. Maybe you've been single for your whole life. You might be in your late 20s, early 30s, late 30s, maybe even 40. And everything else in your life is really good. Like you have a really good job. You're a professional. You've moved up the ranks, right? You might even own a business. I'm not sure. But you just feel that when you try to get into a relationship, it never works out. Either you're having a challenging time, like you feel like there's like always competitiveness between you and the man that you're talking to, or you just feel like every single guy that comes to your area in your vicinity just wants you for short-term pleasure and is not serious about you. He's not even serious about anything. He's just like, I'm figuring it out. Have you heard that before? Yeah, I'm just seeing where these things go. I'm not really sure what I want, but I might be open. I hear this all the time with the clients that I work with. And it's not just an accident. Like that's a pattern, okay? Like you don't have a dating issue. It's it's a pattern. It's a problem. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing. I should be looking at the lens, really. I gotta get better at this. But my point is, when you keep attracting the wrong kind of person, expecting a different result, again, that's the definition of insanity. So we need to be doing something different. And I have some notes here, so in case I look this way, it's because I'm reading off my notes. So you might get attention, right? You might be getting attention from guys, even guys that you're attracted to, but you're not getting any commitment. You might be in a talking stage with a guy for maybe a couple of weeks and you think it's going great, and then all of a sudden he pulls back. And then you're like, what's going on? And you're sitting there hyper analyzing the situation, trying to figure out what went wrong. And you're even to the point where you're questioning yourself, like, is there something wrong with you? Did you do something wrong? Are you not attractive? Are you not an interesting person? Like, what is the issue? And I think you might be going through this, and it's not a good feeling to feel like something is wrong with you. Nothing is wrong with you, but there might be something wrong with the pattern and the strategy that you're using for dating. You see, the same skills that you have that took you further in your career are not the same skills that help you in a relationship. Your logical side, your side that you're trying to prove your value all the time, where you're just showing your employer and your boss and in your workplace why you're valuable. That doesn't work in a relationship. Guys don't want to see that. In fact, that looks more performative than anything. When you're going through this kind of experience as a woman, it's incredibly exhaustive. You're getting tired, you're getting exhausted because you're not supposed to be the one that's looking for a relationship. They're supposed to be coming to you. And in fact, the woman that is high value, she filters fast because she has the options. And she says no more than she says yes in a warm, feminine way. She's not a bitch, but she's stern. She's assertive. And if you're sitting here waiting for the guy to message you, you're sitting here waiting all night for a guy to get back to you or call you or whatever the case is, then you're doing it wrong. You're definitely doing it wrong. Now, if this is kind of how your life has been, right? If I'm describing you and you're like, yes, this is me, like I said, this is a identity issue. This is not a luck issue. This is not like, oh, in due time, this is going to fix itself. No. You know, when like there's weeds in the ground in a garden, you can't just cut the top off because it's going to keep growing. In the same way, your identity is deep down in its root. There are beliefs that you have that are keeping you stuck. The beliefs that you have are bringing the same kind of men around you because those men are there to teach you a lesson, to show you your pattern, and you're supposed to learn from it, but you're not. And this is not me saying that, you know, you're a problem, that something is wrong with you. This is me saying that you need to understand that if you're doing the same thing, getting the same results that are shitty, we need to make a change. Okay? And this is what I want to do with this series is to help you guys make that change. So, like I said, those professional skills are not the same as the soft skills, the sort of skills that are going to help you in your relationship and attract the kind of guy that you want and attract the kind of guy that wants you for committed time. So we know that we need to change the root, right? Most professional women, most high achieving women, and this might be you, you think, okay, if I want to fix this problem, I need more skills. I need more information. I need to get better at finding where these guys are. But that's not the case because you could have 20 of these guys lined up in front of you. And if you're operating from an old operating system, you're just going to waste those potential opportunities. Even in the matchmaking world that I'm in, we get a lot of amazing women who are very successful, very attractive. We put them on dates and it doesn't go anywhere because the guys will tell us she's cold. I can't connect to her. I can't relate to her. And you're cold because you're not comfortable with who you are deep down. You have this shell around you that's supposed to protect you, but it's actually hurting you. And so, what I do with my clients when I work with them is I help uncover who the true soft version of you is on the inside. And I help bring that out. I don't force it out. I help bring it out by helping you understand that a dysregulated nervous system is going to keep that shell on you forever. And that shell prevents the kind of guys that you want in your life. Because you must be vulnerable for this connection to be built. And if you cannot be vulnerable, it's damn near impossible. You can't even be vulnerable with yourself. When was the last time you sat down for 20 minutes and you actually analyzed your own life? You thought about what you think of. You did some introspection. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I'm not sure. But chances are you don't. Chances are you're always go, go, go. What's the next thing I could do? Let me just go on another date. Maybe this guy's going to be the one. But it's the same thing over and over and over again. Another problem that high achieving women think is that just like my career, this is going to work out. Eventually I'll meet the right guy, but it doesn't work like that. Again, if you didn't get a job on your first time applying, what did you do? You changed up your resume. You changed up your approach and eventually you got the job. Same with your career. Once you've got your career, are you moving up in the ranks? How are you moving up? You know exactly what the job asks for and you give them that. In the same way, when I work with clients, I first got to figure out what you want in a partner. Because if I know who you want in a man and we can find clarity there, I can help you attract that kind of man by teaching you how he thinks, by teaching you the language of this type of man. And when I say this type of high value man, I'm talking like a high performing, high functioning, high EQ, intelligent, emotionally aware, ready to commit kind of man who's ready for a long term partnership with somebody. Okay. Chemistry is not the most important thing. And I feel like a lot of the women that I speak to and that follow me on my content journey, they just think chemistry is the most important thing. And they think, I don't have any chemistry with this person. It's not the right person. But what does that even mean? You expect chemistry, you expect a sort of feeling of exhilaration because maybe your nervous system is so used to stress and anxiety that if you don't have that feeling of exhilaration, you think this is not the right guy for you because you don't have butterflies in your stomach. A relationship is supposed to be peaceful. You should be attracted to the guy, you should want him, but at the same time, if you're operating from the old identity, you're not going to be able to even connect with the right guy. So again, we want to change that identity. The kind of woman that you want to become, the kind of woman that is high value, the woman that is that kind of woman that men desire, right? Becoming a desirable woman, becoming that woman takes a certain level of standards. It takes a certain level of self-esteem, self-trust, self-love that comes through evidence. It doesn't come through, affirmations. When I work with clients, I'm not sitting there telling them to repeat affirmations. We're doing this using logic, but we're also doing this through emotion because your beliefs are dictated by the emotional density around them. If I believe deep down truly that I am not worthy of being loved, it doesn't matter how many times I look at myself in the mirror and I tell myself, you are worthy, you will attract the right man, all this other BS. Nothing's going to happen because you deep down don't even believe yourself when you say that. So, again, I mean, I would love to help you. If this video describes you, if this sounded like it resonated with you and you want to hop on a call and talk about this and see if we can work together, click the link in my bio, book a free call with me, and we'll see if it makes sense to work together. Either way, the next video I'm going to be dropping in this series is going to be about the real reason that high value men don't commit to successful women. And the video might shock you. It really has nothing to do with how attractive you are or how much you have going for you. But you're going to see what I'm talking about in the next one. So drop a comment below. Tell me why you're feeling stuck. Tell me what challenges you're facing, and I will get back to you in due time. I hope you enjoyed this video. And remember, guys, this is not a game of luck. Your dream partner won't just magically appear in front of you if you're not ready to receive him. You must be able to receive that sort of love. And once you're able to receive, the world will then give it to you. Okay? Have a fantastic day. Peace.